Hello viewers, welcome to a fresh edition on this program Health 247, and I remain your host Irene Okechukwu. And as usual on this program we discuss about health and its importance, always making health your priority. And today we are going to be discussing on antenatal and its importance on pregnant women. So many women take antenatal for granted because they see it has nothing to do with them, especially those ones who live in the rural area. They don't look at the importance of antenatal. They take it for granted. And when it's time for them to, deliver or give birth, they find it difficult because they undergo some complications that can even lead to their death. Antenatal, as we know, some of us will not know, especially those who will be watching from home. Antenatal is a care that is being given to pregnant women. So, and today we are going to be discussing why antenatal is important. And as usual, I will not be alone. I will keep bringing health practitioners who will give us an overview of what we need to know about our health topics. So today I have with me a senior nurse who is a family planning provider and as well as a senior nurse midwife. She is the assistant nursing director of National Hospital in Abuja. So she is going to be taking us on this topic, antenatal and its importance. So stay tuned. When we come back, I'm going to introduce her properly to you. So don't go nowhere, for we'll be right back. All right, viewers, welcome back on this topic, antenatal and its importance in pregnant women. So with me today, I have Joyce Shidat Jato, who I just introduced as an assistant nursing director of the National Hospital here in Abuja. Mrs. Joyce Jato, you're welcome on the program Health 247.
Thank you.
All right. So can you tell our viewers what they need to know about antenatal?
Yeah, antenatal, as described by WHO, is the care given to a pregnant woman during the time of pregnancy up to delivery. And after delivery, we call it postnatal. With good antenatal checkup, a woman comes into the hospital. We all know pregnancy is a thing of joy. But if it's not well taken care of, it becomes sorrow. So with health care, we try to kind of prevent a lot of complications. During antenatal, when a woman comes, we have routine checkup.
Yeah.
And in antenatal checkup, we have the focused antenatal care, and then we have the traditional antenatal care, whereby when the pregnancy becomes from the month of 16 weeks, which is 4 months.
That's the first trimester.
Yeah, that's the first trimester.
Okay.
Depending on how a woman feels, some can come much earlier. If at 3 months they're not feeling too good, you come to the hospital. And then depending on your state of health. Some, as soon as they take in, maybe just about 2 months, they start having discomfort. It could be hyperemesis gravidarum, where she throws up every morning and it becomes uncomfortable for her, so she has to be in the hospital. But antenatal care starts at 16 weeks, which is 14 months. She comes in and she does all the routine tests. We check your blood group, we check your genotype, your blood pressure, your urinalysis to know whether you're diabetic. Some have diabetes in the family. So we try when we run tests, if you're a potential diabetic patient because it runs in the family, genetic kind of a thing, then we take precaution by giving you, placing you on diet, and teaching you what lifestyle, because diabetes is about lifestyle. So we have people that during pregnancy, that's why the diabetes will now show up itself because of the hormonal changes. So we treat that. Then when you have hypertension, we check. When your BP is high, we treat that. And with good, we cannot overemphasize the importance of antenatal. Honestly, with good antenatal care, a lot of mortality rate, that is the death of a woman and baby, will be averted. We have conditions like preeclampsia, where the woman has high BP. She also has proteinuria. She will even convulse. There's also swelling in her leg. It becomes, you even hurt yourself. But with good antenatal, all the pregnancy toxemia, that is the diseases that comes out with changes in the body, be it physical, mental, physiological, biological. It can be avoided. And also where babies may come up with abnormalities, with proper antenatal care, where vitamins are given to mothers, you check the weight and see. When you now check during antenatal visit, where mothers are kept to check, where we notice either there's malaria, anemia is treated before the pregnancy advances. Because if you allow the pregnancy to advance like that, the pregnancy may have complications and will not lead to joy, because everybody looks forward to, after 9 months, to see a healthy baby.
Sure.
So it's not just about the mother, but about the baby too. We take care of the baby in utero to have a healthy, and that is the goal end. At the end of 9 months, we want to see a healthy mother and a healthy baby, not just one, because we're dealing with two.
Sure.
The challenges we have in antenatal, most especially to my rural sisters, accessibility to the hospital is quite difficult. Some may stay in where there are no bridges. You have to be carried on a head. Or maybe get a donkey. We still is though in 21st century. And then before you get there, because of ignorance and lack of information, complication has set in.
Wow.
And it's not a joyful thing to hear a woman dies while delivering. Why bringing somebody into life and you're dying? It's not good. So we emphasize antenatal is paramount. Antenatal is the key. And also the future of this nation depends on the young ones. So if a mother dies during childbirth and baby dies, then we're reducing the population. Notwithstanding, also affordability. We all know what the economy is, but then they said prevention is better than cure. If you don't go for antenatal in time and you stay back because of the monetary aspect of it, you will even pay triple amount, because when you are not taken care of and you come with complications, you either end up having CS, which you did not even plan of. Ordinarily, you'll have your vaginal delivery, spontaneous delivery. But because of the complications and to save baby's life or to save your life, because there could be maternal distress, there could be fetal distress. And the other thing to do is to section the woman to save life. So you end up spending the money you're running away from antenatal. And also, they said knowledge is power. We take care of you. We teach you what to eat. You eat healthy. They said eating healthy is good living. And when we talk about eating healthy, it's not just eating the expensive food, but knowing the right food to eat. Yeah. We give women health talk, because no matter how you feel you've been eating well, when you come, we tell you what to eat. You need calcium, you need proteins, you need vitamins, you need carbohydrate, you need complete meal to keep you and your baby. Because at the end of it, the goal, we want to see a healthy mother and a healthy baby. And we also teach you, in fact, it gives the family, the husband too, bond. When a woman attends antenatal, the whole family is carried along, not just the wife. Yeah, I've seen some good husbands come along with their wives in antenatal, and I say, good husbands, God bless you for coming along, because
that's an encouragement.
So when we teach and the woman gets home and forgets, you can put her through. And at times, because she's pregnant, there are hormonal changes, and because you were there during antenatal visit, you now help her.
Or even assist her to take her drugs.
We even encourage that. We are changing, even though we're Africans, but thank God for knowledge. Husbands are assisting when the women become pregnant. They assist them in the kitchen, assist them in the house. You help her with the daily chores, because this same superwoman, when she wasn't pregnant, will suddenly change. She won't be the superwoman.
That's true.
So she needs help and love. So with antenatal, it builds the family cycle. The children are loved, the husband is loved, the wife is loved, and the expectant baby is loved. The grandmother, everybody is expecting, the community is expecting the bond of a new child. So it's a thing of joy, not just to the wife, everybody. And in Africa, a child belongs to all.
That's true.
And there's this fairy tale of all women. Women tend to have some changes because of the hormone. You tend to have a grave for certain kind of food. So I find out when a woman begs for something while she's pregnant, no good man says no.
But sometimes it can be so complicated, because you see a pregnant woman even waking her husband as late as 12 a.m., 1 a.m. and say, I want to eat this.
That's the joy of it. And so when a mother passes through a lot of things like that, when it comes to dance of sweet mother, you remember it and you dance with the whole of your life.
Right.
It's real sweet mother. you know, because it's only a mother that understands what she passes through. And with antenatal and delivery, there's nothing like customer. Every baby is unique. Not because you've had 10 babies, you say you're not going to antenatal. No, 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 no. You can have 10 children, and the last one you're going to have a different physique and different things.
Yeah.
So not because you have had 10 children, you say you stay at home. No, there can never be customer with delivery.
All right, viewers, he's been our senior nurse, that's Mrs. Sijoto. She has been taking us through on this topic, the importance of antenatal, because so many people take it for granted. But now she's here to tell us why antenatal is important. I know you people are still waiting to hear more, but we're not going. We just want to go on a short break. All right, viewers, welcome back. So she just told us why antenatal is important and why we shouldn't take it for granted. But now she's going to tell us the time we should, especially those pregnant women, what the time they should go for antenatal classes. So tell us the time.
Yeah, you can start your antenatal when it's about 16 weeks or 4 months. But in case there's no yardstick, you know, just as everything is to an individual, some can wait till that 4 months. But if you start feeling funny, you can come even when the pregnancy is 3 months. As I told you, some people immediately when they take in, even if it's 2 months, they start feeling unwell. So when you feel unwell, you come.
Okay.
We can take care of you, examine you.
Okay.
And you know, because and then we now teach you the lifestyle because you're no longer the same person you used to be. So there wouldn't be a yardstick that it has to be 4 months, but it's good to come when you're 4 months, which is 16 weeks.
Okay.
Because during that time we give them a lot of education, information. There are immunizations like tetanus toxoid. You're supposed to have it 3 times before your delivery.
So you divided it according to the trimester.
Yeah, trimester. Yeah, okay. There are some immunizations like that. Okay. And then also, you can have your antenatal 7 to 10 times, depending on how early and how it goes. Some may not even get to the 10th, but 7th is good. You come when you're 4 weeks. You come again after a month.
That brings the question. I wanted to ask, like, how many times you go in a month?
No, not in a month.
Okay.
It's quarterly.
Okay, quarterly.
Yeah. Okay. Depending on how, as the pregnancy advances, you can come fortnightly. It's depending on what we find out to monitor. You understand? If the woman is hypertensive, we won't keep you. You come often to check. And then when the first visit will determine how often there are some abnormalities. Some babies come with defect. To see how it is. If a woman is anemic, you won't keep her. You will come. You will not stay till your next antenatal visit. So it depends. The frequency differs. Okay. Yes.
So what are the type of tests that are being done?
Very good. Yeah. We can do, as I spoke earlier about your genotype, your blood group, your PCV to know whether the patient is anemic, PCV level. We also do HIV, tuberculosis, you know, because there are some diseases that are preventable. We also do diabetes tests. Okay. We also do hepatitis A, B, C, and so forth to find out, because with proper prevention, because antenatal is about preventing, you know, before delivery. And then if the baby is not growing well, then when they know in time, it will be averted. Instead of allowing the woman 9 months, then there are things that will be taken care of before that 9 months.
9 months.
And then you see if the baby is not growing well, you know, at times you could have baby with low birth weight. A baby up to 9 months and baby is maybe just like 2 months, then there's something wrong. Okay. And if the mother too is losing weight, the mother is having things like pre-eclampsia, eclampsia as I earlier on said, and the BP cannot be controlled, then they'll get a solution too. That's why good antenatal is very, very important. It reduces a lot of complications that, if allowed, it will lead to death, which we don't want.
You know, I was just saying something earlier before we started this. There are so many people, especially in the rural setting, they don't get access to health health facilities. You see, they'll go to just a primary healthcare, and even if you visit that primary healthcare, it doesn't have those things that they need. They don't see it necessary or important. You see them, they stay in their houses. They will tell you that I had all my children at home. I did not go through the stress or the trauma of going to the hospital. They don't even do antenatal at all. Even when you ask them, okay, don't worry, go for it, they'll tell you that they can't even afford it. Like, they don't have the money, like, because they need to be getting their routinary drugs. They don't have it. You see them, they'll be taking this herbal drink. There's even some women that even go as far as taking agbo. They say when they take it, it makes the baby in their stomach to be a bit small, to not be too big. At least it makes them strong. There are lots of talks they say. They say, I don't even waste your time going to these orthodox people. So and at the end of the day, you see the same people coming back to the hospital,
Yeah.
having complication, maybe when they are about delivery. And at the end of the day, some of them don't even survive the delivery. Some of them, they survive, but maybe it may be cesarean, maybe CS. They have to do CS before they can deliver of the baby. So what do you have to say about it?
Yeah, like we have primary health centers, and in that primary health centers we have the CHU, which are the community health workers, and there are midwives and nurses there, depending on which state and where you're coming from. And like now with HIV/AIDS, we do prevention of mother to baby transmission. So when you come to antenatal clinic, they give you medication. You start taking the medication right in utero, so that it reduces the virus load for the baby.
Okay.
So baby can be born even without the HIV.
Oh.
Yeah, baby can be born HIV free, because since in the utero she has been taking the medication. When she comes out, they give them after they do tests, and some of them you live a healthy lifestyle even without it. And like the women in the rural areas, honestly, is a big challenge. That's why it's good for a woman to be empowered. When a woman is empowered, some of them, the husband would say, go to the farm, or maybe the husband doesn't have money to go to antenatal. These are some of the barriers.
Yeah, the barriers. That's
fine. So that's why we keep on encouraging women to be empowered. That's why. So when you educate a woman, you educate a nation.
Yes.
Once the woman gets it, everybody has.
Everybody's safe.
Beautiful. So when the woman gets educated and she's empowered, no matter, even if you are selling akara, you have some sense of responsibility, kind of taking care of yourself. You will not wait for the man when you want to go to antenatal tell you that he's not coming now, and you continue waiting. But if you have some small token of yours, you're empowered, you go to the clinic. And I think the government too is trying, but they can do more. Like in community health centers, I know when you go, virtually most of the things you buy, I think they don't pay for consultation. They pay for their consumable instead of going to traditional birth attendant who has no experience. And then when you bleed, most of the time they bring the woman bleeding, and the inside placenta has not come out, and they try with they put some herbs. Yes, I know there are some herbs that are good, but it's not always. But if you come to the orthodox, the doctor is there. Mostly in a teaching hospital, that's where the referral, there's a consultant pediatrician, there's a consultant gynecologist, there's a consultant physician, there's a consultant surgeon, there's any aspect, there are specialties.
Sure.
So you'll never run short. And one thing I want to say, thumbs up to national hospitals, even when they come, we treat them before we talk of money.
That's a good one.
We treat them. When they come, we save life first, then we talk of money. And in the whole of this country, I can say it high, nowhere like national hospital, because the nurses, the doctors are up and about when it comes. They do the best, save life before we talk of money. You can't have it done anyway. And at times we have some indigent patients. You won't throw them out because they don't have, we must save life. So when we save life, then we talk of money. Because without life, there's no money.
That's true.
So, and you find out that now with the awareness, they said knowledge is power.
Yeah.
So they go, I know for the grassroots, at times it's mobility. There may be the road may not be motorable to market day.
Or to even go to the hospital, because some people, the hospitals are even far from
them. Yes. And then in the night when it happens, maybe you have to be carried by somebody, and then if there's the river, let's say it rains and the river is overflowed, you can't swim, so you wait. So you find out that some people die.
It's true.
But if there are bridges for people to cross over, and there are roads and rural, maybe even in the primary health centers, let's say in every district, I think it will help reduce women dying during childbirth.
Childbirth.
But if you do proper antenatal clip, you come to antenatal, we'll be able to detect early and even keep you in the hospital to avert any other thing.
Okay.
Because I've seen people that have spent even 4 months. So when the pregnancy is at 5 months, they're having issues. And at the end of the day, you've saved life, you've saved the mother a lot of complications.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that means the pregnant woman is going to deliver the baby even if it's 4 months?
No, we take care of you so
Okay.
that so that the pregnancy will be viable and be sustainable.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you start having issues like that and you go home, you don't have all what it takes. But with the experts in the hospital, every area, the specialist doctor, then it will avert what would have occurred.
Okay.
Losing the baby, losing the mother. No. A woman shouldn't die during labor. A woman shouldn't die because she didn't go to the hospital. But you come with good antenatal clinic. There are a lot of complications. As I made mention of eclampsia, which is the common one, and pre-eclampsia, that's hypertension.
That's
hypertension.
Sorry, just so some of our viewers will be wondering what is this?
Hypertension.
Not even hypertension.
Eclampsia. Eclampsia is a condition characterized by high BP.
Oh, high BP.
Yes, protein in urine.
Okay.
With edema. You understand? And then eclampsia, characterized by high BP, protein in the urine, convulsion, where you see a woman as if she's fitting. In fact, it's fitting. It can lead to death.
Wow.
These are severe conditions in pregnancy that can be controlled with good antenatal.
Wow.
So that a woman will not
lose
die
her life
and the baby.
Okay, you see, that's something I wanted to draw your attention on, because sometimes some women go for antenatal, and yet there is this malaria drug they give them during their antenatal checkup. They give them this malaria drug. They say this malaria drug is for pregnant women, but some of them, when they take this malaria drug, if it's finished, they will not go back to the hospital to go and request for more. You will see them taking the normal malaria drug that other persons take. And I don't know, do you think that they not taking the normal malaria drug people take will have an effect in their pregnancy?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there are medications that are not friendly during pregnancy.
Okay.
And even you will ask to say, if you're pregnant, do not take. Because one thing with people is that's why at times you don't even allow people go home with like prescription. Come to the hospital when you're pregnant. Do not just do self-medication. Come to the hospital
first,
where you meet the health worker.
Okay.
Yeah, that will tell you the right medication to. Because there's some even cough syrup. They affect that some babies come out with deformities.
Sure.
With defect, because that drug at that
particular time
in the uterus is not good for the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it affects the growth of the baby and cause some abnormalities.
Okay, but what of that agbo I'm talking about that some of these traditional women take?
Honestly, that agbo, I don't know much about the concoction, but all I know is that when a woman is pregnant, not all medications are free.
Okay.
Even when you're breastfeeding, they will not even write, if lactating, if pregnant, do not take.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's good. And when you come to antenatal, we educate you even on what, step by step, what to wear. Find out that a woman is pregnant when she comes to antenatal, she's wearing a very high shoe. If you sleep, it's going to be a problem. So at least you dress moderate. At least you feel something that you'll be very comfortable
with.
Yeah. At least after that you can always dress the way you want
wish.
But for the sake of the pregnancy, there are certain things we advise you to avoid, because the pregnancy is at that
developing stage,
very good. At that first and second trimester is very delicate.
Okay.
It's just like an egg. So if anything touches it, anything can happen. So we don't want you to lose, and we don't want to lose the baby, lose anything. So we care for the baby till the time you're up to delivery and you deliver safely. That is why antenatal is paramount. We cannot overemphasize the importance of antenatal. With good antenatal, a lot of complications that will occur during delivery and during pregnancy will be averted.
Okay. So some of our viewers will be watching home and be wondering, okay, I am pregnant and majorly some of them, they don't know the right food to eat. Even if they tell them at antenatal, they will still want to eat whatever they feel like. They say, this is what I want to eat. Some of them, they'll tell them, don't take cold water. They'll say, if I take cold water, this is what is going to make me feel, at least I'll be feeling a bit cool. If I take ordinary water, my body, I'll be sweating, I won't get myself. So what do you have to say about this? Because so many women, so many pregnant women, sorry, they always take their nutrition, let's say nutrition, or they just, let's say they don't take their diet serious. So you see food intake, you see the kind of drink they take, they just take anything. Some of them even go as far as taking alcohol, of which is not, I know, it's not good for their own health.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, when you come to antenatal, especially during the first 2 trimester, is very important. We all know what protein does. It builds. They give you. We encourage you all the 6 classifications of food. You know, protein, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrate, fats, and oil. You know, and then because pregnancy has some hormonal changes, it comes with some kind of craving. And as I earlier on said, that pregnancy, it's so funny. Something you don't
You
like
don't
before,
like.
but because you're pregnant now, you want to eat your local food. Yes, you can eat the local food. Even if you don't eat meat, we know we have fish, we have crayfish. You understand? At least there's a substitute, but at that early stage to build up so that you not end up being anemic. Okay. So, but for alcohol, it's not good. Even cigarette is not good during
Okay.
pregnancy. Just as I said, some medications are not. So why not just be patient? After 9 months, you do what you want to do. So we advise you when you come what to eat to build up, and then as we examine with proper antenatal, we'll know whether the baby is growing because you're eating well, and if you're not eating well, we'll not encourage you because with antenatal, you find out the gestational week of the baby, whether it's commensurate with what the mother is. If not, then that means there's a need.
So what advice will you have to also give to the husbands? Because most husbands too, they are very, very funny. I will not lie. I will tell you the truth. Most of these husbands, whenever their wives are pregnant, they will say, this woman now will start stressing my life. She's not going to be that person I used to know. So most of them just deviate in their duty. What I mean by deviate is that they leave the woman to just carry everything. They will say she's pregnant instead of her to say, instead of him to say we are pregnant.
Pregnant. Yeah, because it
No,
belongs to all of
it
us.
belongs to all of us. But this time around, they leave the woman to carry everything. So, what word of advice do you have to give to the men? I'll call them pregnant men, even if they are not pregnant physically, but the wife is also pregnant. So, pregnant men. So, what
Yeah.
advice do you have to give to them?
Actually, when I was in marriage council, what I do in my church is that I call the husbands with the wives. I say, this superwoman you see, because it's about culture. An African man believes everything has to be done by the woman, which is very wrong. So what we do at counseling, let me develop it during marriage council. I tell them that there's no crime in one day you bring in breakfast to this wonderful woman on bed.
That's true.
And at times, I say, let's eat out today. Because this same woman, she works 247. She goes to the office. She comes and go to the kitchen. She goes to the market. She takes care of, if she has another younger baby, she takes care of the younger baby. And then the husband is a big baby.
That's
She takes
true.
care of him and takes care of the mother-in-law. You stay in the same house with them. So you find out that the woman is of a man born out. And I'm sure no man will want his one to get born out. So it's just part of the yes I do, in love, in sickness,
And in
we are
health.
together and in health. And that was
Yes.
what he saw. So keep to your oath.
Sure.
And I think I see some of them try it. Like some of them will not enter, okay, honey, just wait, let me just enter the kitchen. What do you want? So I think we need more of that.
Sure.
We need more of that. So that at least pregnancy is a thing of joy. So when a woman is pregnant, the man too should be pregnant. Pregnant in the sense that you're not holding the pregnancy, but you help her in other ways.
Other ways.
Yeah. One day, oh honey, stay in, we're gonna eat outside today. Let me do the cooking today.
That's good.
And it will
And
make
it's to
it
encourage a woman, even if she wants to get pregnant the next
the next
year.
6 months.
Or the next 6 months, actually,
Yeah,
she will.
next 6 months she can.
Yes.
So with the support, with husband's support, it will make a lot of difference. And I say kudu to the men I see come to antenatal with their wives. So I know more men will key into this.
That's true. All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Joyce Jato. It's been an interesting time being with you as you have been educating us on the importance of antenatal. So this is this part we draw the curtain, and we hope to see you more because you're going to also take us through on other topic that has to do with women's health. So thank you very much for being on the program Health 247.
You're welcome.
All right, viewers, that's the much we can take on this topic, antenatal and its importance. I hope you enjoyed this topic today. See you some other time and stay safe. I remain your host, Irene Okechukwu. Bye bye.